Right, our 5 minutes has passed and our yeast and water has gone a little bit bubbly on the top. So now we're going to do our next part, which is to add our flour and our salt. Okay? So with our flour we need 750 grams. So on our scales, we're going to weigh our flour. And there's a lot. Oh, my scales are over tipping. Right, there we go. 700. So there's a lot of flour there. Alright. And we're just going to add it to the dough, to the water. Okay, make sure we get it all in. And we can have a little feel of it if we want. Yeah. It's a bit like snow. It's like warm snow, really. And our salt. So we need 3 teaspoons of salt. So that's our small spoon. Okay. And if we just add 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And then all we're going to do is we're going to mix it just with a spoon. So you could just use a tablespoon, or if you have a wooden spoon, you could use a wooden spoon. And we're just going to mix it just round and round. Make sure we get all the flour off the edges. Okay, and you'll start seeing it becoming a little bit sticky. But we don't spill it on there because we don't want to waste any. Okay. So round and round until everything is all combined. You'll be able to see it becoming a little bit sticky, and we can have a play with it in a minute as well. Have a little feel, get it between your fingers. Right, so there we go, guys. So it's become a bit doughy, sticky. If we have a little feel, you can see how it's starting to become stretchy. Yeah, it feels all warm because it's got the lukewarm water in. Yeah. So right, we'll wash them off our hands. But have a feel, see how it feels in your fingers. And if it is a little bit sticky, so we can just add a little bit more flour. If we just sprinkle a little bit of flour in, okay, and just mix it in again. I'm going to add you'll see it starting to come off the side of the bowl as well. I'll show you in a second. So I've added a bit more flour so that the whole thing is actually not touching the sides. Okay, so it's like one big, your fingers in there. Alright, so round and round with it until it's all mixed in like that. Okay, so that's lovely. And then all we're going to do next is we're going to cover it with some cling film and a towel over the top of that, and we're going to leave it. We're just going to leave it in a room, so just leave it in the kitchen or the back room or somewhere. And it's best to leave it for, it says on our recipe, between 1 to 3 hours. But if we can leave it for the full 3 hours, I'll give it more chance to rise. Okay? So we're just covering it with a bit of cling film. Make sure it's nice and tight and tucked under your bowl. So it's going to end up looking, let's move the camera, like that. So it's just in the bottom of your bowl, okay? And then all we're going to do